Do not buy a rental property until you watch this entire video. I'm going to show you how people do this business wrong. Investing in real estate is not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. Easy would be, you just go to the store, you buy a candy bar and you eat it. That's easy. Real estate investing is not easy. It is simple though. There are steps that you're going to want to go through. So I'm going to boil everything down really quick. At the beginning of the video, you must build the business first. Build the business first before you buy a rental property. You're going to get a lot of people that are going to tell you, oh, just analyze the numbers, then find a property, and then buy it, and then get a tenant in there. That is not the right way to do it. In fact, that's the wrong. Don't do that. Don't listen to them. You want to actually build the business first. I'm going to show you how to do this. Hey guys, my name's Dustin Heiner with Master Passive Income, and I teach people how to quit that JOB, that just over broke job, by investing in real estate rental property so they never, ever have to work a job again. Now, what you're going to hear from other real estate people, they're going to say, okay, yeah, just, start driving around, find a house and analyze the numbers and then buy the property and then get somebody to manage it or you manage it yourself. This is the wrong way to do it. Now, in fact, it's sad to say this. It's good for me. It's sad for other people. I buy so many properties off of, I won't say landlords, but basically people who just buy rental property or property to be as a rental. They don't build the business first. They don't make sure it's going to run on its own. They don't make sure that they have people ready for them. They don't make sure they have plenty of options to get in and out of properties and get it rented. They don't make sure that that's done. And then they get fed up and they get frustrated because number one, they can't find tenants. Number two, they can't manage their property. Number three, they hate talking to people about rehab. They get fed up. The sad thing is these people get fed up and they want to just get rid of the properties. That's like, just take it from me. Funny thing for me or good thing for me, I buy those properties off them and I make loads of money. They're just happy to get it out of their worry, like they're out of their care. They don't want to think about this property anymore. Tenants are bad. That property's bad. This is bad. This is bad. Property manager's bad. That's not what we do here at Master Passive Income. We do this. We build the business first. And I'm going to show you how to build the business first. Now, we invest all over the country. When I first started investing in 2005, I lived in California. So living in California, I realized I could not buy a property, make passive income because it was so expensive to buy a house. $300,000 to buy a house, only renting for $1,300, you're not going to make passive income. In fact, you'll probably lose $500 a month in passive income. Now, what's interesting is I actually flew to Ohio. I flew to Ohio, looked at the area, found a property manager, found a realtor, and I did all this wrong. This is not the right way to do it, but this is what I did. And I show everybody exactly how to do this in my free real estate investing course. And I want to give it to you in the description. Click on the link, masterpassiveincome.com/free course. I'm literally, everything I'm talking right now, I'm going to show you so much more in depth how to do it, how to find properties, how to find the right area of the country to invest, how to fund the properties, how to make sure it runs on its own, how it's an automatic business, and how you can utilize it to quit your job and be successfully unemployed. Now, what I did was I flew out to Ohio and found a property manager, found a realtor, and then bought the house. I almost gave up because I did it the wrong way. That's what most people do. Or even if they're investing in their own backyard, the house that's next door or, right around the block for them. They do this and you get fed up because you're not doing it right. The right way to do it is this way. Number one, you do not buy any properties until you have the business set up. And this is what it looks like. Let's say you're going to be investing out of state. You're going to invest out of state, let's say, 1,000 miles away from you. Well, there could be good properties there, but if nobody's going to manage them, if you can't find a trustworthy property manager, you're not going to do well in this business. Here's the way it's going to break down. Number one, the first person that you need to find on your team is your property manager. Now, when I say team, that's kind of like a buzzword. You can hey, this is on your team, get this guy on your team and get this person on your team. What it really comes down to is you're hiring a contractor to actually do the work for you. And so this contractor is your property manager. So your property manager is going to be your quarterback. I like to think things in football terms. I played football at Fresno State over there in Fresno, California. In college, I loved playing football. That was a lot of fun. And so a little bit of analogies for you. So when you're building your team, the quarterback, the one that's going to help you to score the most and make the most money is your property manager. So when you're building the business, do not call anybody else. Don't even call realtors. Don't call inspectors or contractors or anybody else. Only talk to property managers. Because if you're investing 1,000 miles away, if you don't have a good property manager, there's no point in owning the property. Now, what you do is you're going to talk to property managers. Once you find an interview, and I teach my students how to actually interview the property managers well. I give you loads and loads of questions to ask and know what the questions should be answered like, with good answers. Now, what you want to do is you want to interview property managers. Don't worry about anybody else. If you cannot find a good property manager, don't invest there. I'll give you an example. I literally flew to Springfield, Illinois. I flew into Springfield, and actually take that back. I flew into Chicago, then drove all the way to Springfield, Illinois, and did not end up investing in Springfield, Illinois. Really sad. Lots of money spent, time spent looking at the area, flying there, visiting, seeing people, meeting people, but I could not find a good property manager. And because I could not find a good property manager, I knew that my properties, if I were to buy any, would not be taken care of well, and I would be pulling my hair out because the property manager would not be managing the property well. So I did not invest there. Now, since then, I invest in like 6 other cities right now, and every time I've never flown again. The reason why is because I figure out which city I want to invest in, and then I call property managers, loads and loads of them, interview them, find the right one, and then get them to work. So that's the start of building your business. You're getting a quarterback, number one. Now, the next thing that you need to do, you need running backs and wide receivers. These are the ones that are going to be making you more money. Those are your realtors and wholesalers. I love realtors and I love wholesalers. In fact, I think wholesalers even work a little harder than realtors. And here's a pro tip I'm going to give you. If you're going to be finding wholesalers, you might be thinking, well, how do I find wholesalers? How do I get them to put me on a list as a buyer? Super simple. If it's in your area and you can drive around, look at the bandit signs, they're called. It basically says, I buy houses fast and cash. Any of those signs, if you look at them and get their number, that is a wholesaler. That's somebody that wants to sell you a property. They're finding properties to buy and they want to sell it to you. Those are wholesalers. Now, if you're doing this online, here's another big pro tip. All you got to do is go into Craigslist and type in I buy houses fast or something like that, where it's the terminology that they wholesalers would actually use, like I want to buy your house or buying houses or something like that, and look for similar information, similar phone numbers, similar names, because those are probably wholesalers. Call them up and say, hey, put me on your list. So those are the realtors, and the wholesalers are like your wide receivers and your running backs that are going to be scoring, finding properties for you. In fact, I love wake up in the morning, getting my coffee, drinking my coffee, looking at all the emails that I get from my realtors and property managers and wholesalers and say, this property's not good, this isn't good, this isn't good. Hey, here's a good property, I'll go ahead and buy that, because they're doing the work. I literally sleep, they do the work. Now, a tight end would be probably somebody like another investor. Having another investor that's actually going to be selling you properties or know where you can get good properties, you want them to also be scoring for you. Now, the biggest thing that you're going to have to also do is make sure you're inspecting the properties, you're fixing up the properties, you're rehabbing, you're taking care of the properties. That'd be like your offensive line, like handymen. I love handymen. They save me a lot of money than going with like a plumber, but a plumber would also be a good person to know. A contractor, an inspector, a roofer, an electrician. And I would probably personally get, and I usually do, get 2 or 3 handymen that can go out there at any given time. There's so many more things that we're gonna have to do, everything from insurance and getting funds, and obviously having money and having mortgage brokers, having private money, having hard money, having signature loans, all these sort of things are so many things we need to do as well. There's so much more, but I'm so glad that you watched this video. And the reason why is because most people don't show you how to build the business first. So if you do anything, if you're going to be investing in real estate, build the business first. Also, watch this video. I have loads and loads of great content. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I want to give you so much more content. I'll see you guys.